Hey guys, it's Charlie. Today we're going to talk about a Game of Thrones Gendry theory that will blow your mind that goes all the way back to the time of Aegon the Conqueror. People who have been to the set where they're filming right now have said some really interesting stuff, and it just completely throws Gendry theories up in the air, but in the most amazing way. So just careful for spoilers for everything that's happened so far. We're going to be talking about where that rowboat lands and what he's going to be doing once he gets off.
No matter how thirsty you get, don't drink seawater.
I know not to drink seawater.
Row for a full day and night, and you'll reach Rook's Rest. You'll want to stop there. Don't. She'll find you.
Where should I go?
Just keep the coast on your left side until you reach King's Landing. You ever been in a boat before?
No.
You know how to swim?
No.
Don't fall out. Go on. When you get to Flea Bottom, have a bowl of brown for me.
So for the past couple of years, since Gendry rode away from Dragonstone at the end of Season 3, fans have been wondering, when is Gendry going to come back? Is he still rowing at sea, just completely lost? They've even asked George R.R. Martin, even though Gendry's story from the books has been changed. And that's actually a really important idea for this theory, changing Gendry's storyline from what it is in the books, because we know on the TV show he was given Edric Storm's storyline from the books, and that's what that whole Melisandre Dragonstone storyline was. In the books, he had all those nice moments with Arya and just stayed at the crossroads and became the blacksmith.
I'm going to stay on and smith for the Brotherhood.
Have you lost your mind?
Kidney pie is wonderful. Thanks. Do my best. A good kidney pie is all about the ingredients. Don't get me started on the gravy. Very difficult to get right. See, a lot of people give up on the gravy. You cannot give up on the gravy.
That was Hot Pie at the inn at the crossroads. Miss that dude so much. So that's where Gendry stayed in the books. But most fan theories about Gendry going forward have to do with his reunion with Arya Stark. They had so much chemistry, it would be such a shame to waste that. These theories focus more on Daenerys, but here's where it's going to blow your mind. So the Stark characters, as well as Gendry, have all been seen filming at a location in Spain, as reported by the Watchers on the Wall and a couple of the people that have been camping the set, that looks like it's doubling for the exterior of Dragonstone, and already you're really hype about Daenerys Stark Dragonstone things. But Gendry has been seen there as well, wielding a giant warhammer with a stag on it. So it's as if they're doing deep cuts for Robert's Rebellion, like Gendry will become his father like he was during Robert's Rebellion, great warrior smashing people with his hammer, and he's doing a lot of Orys Baratheon things, his ancestor who was a Targaryen bastard, who himself was kind of like the Jon Snow of his family. The only difference is that Jon Snow isn't Ned Stark's son. Orys Baratheon was rumored to be the bastard of Aegon the Conqueror's father, so technically he was Aegon's half-brother. Technically, Jon Snow is not the half-brother of the other Stark children, just because his mother was Lyanna Stark, his father was Rhaegar Targaryen. So now there are two big mind-blowing theories. One, that Gendry will get a similar storyline to Robert during Robert's Rebellion and will ascend to the throne. Or two, because I think that Jon Snow has a stronger claim to the throne than Gendry just because of his lineage. He will be picked over Gendry to eventually ascend the throne. But Gendry, should he survive to the end, will retake Storm's End, which is as of yet right now unoccupied. I know a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen to Storm's End. Well, if you haven't read the history of A Song of Ice and Fire back during Aegon the Conqueror's time, Aegon was the one that named House Baratheon and gave Storm's End to Orys Baratheon, his half-brother. So Daenerys could give Storm's End to Gendry in that way. Either way, we are doing deep cuts for Robert's Rebellion, just in Gendry walking around smashing people with his warhammer like Robert did. And two, we are doing deep cuts for the time of Aegon the Conqueror, because the show has gone out of its way to draw a lot of visual and metaphorical parallels between Daenerys and Aegon the Conqueror. They both had 3 dragons, they had 1 giant dragon, but Aegon eventually got married to both of his sisters, to his blood. So I think the show will pick Jon Snow eventually over any other suitor that Daenerys could potentially marry. But that is all on the condition that everyone survives to the end of the series. they could all wind up dying horribly. And then you wonder, like, what would happen to Arya if Gendry were to retake Storm's End? She doesn't really have an interest in being a queen, but she does want to return home. So let me know in the comments, if Gendry's going to be fighting like Robert with the Stark and the Targaryen armies, what do you think is going to happen to him if he survives to the end? Do you think that he will become a suitor for Daenerys? Or do you think that, like Orys Baratheon, Aegon's half-brother, he will retake Storm's End? I feel like the second scenario is more likely, but either way, it completely blows my mind, goes way above and beyond my expectations for Gendry, so I cannot wait to see what they do with the character. And for those of you asking about Arya stuff, like this is all focusing on Daenerys, but I do believe that Arya and Gendry will be reunited as part of this bigger Jon Snow-Daenerys alliance, but I do feel like they're trying to do everything they can on the show to give Gendry some really awesome moments that'll make the fans happy who've been waiting this whole time to see him come back. So a relatively minor character from the books gets to have some really amazing moments. So I think that's the whole point, and they just want to do something really fun with the character that everyone's gonna like, even if it's a little bit different from the books, which I feel like even people who are upset that the show has changed the books will enjoy.
Look, I've served men my entire life. I served Master Mott at King's Landing, and he sold me to the Watch. I served Lord Tywin at Harrenhal, wondering every day if I'd get tortured or killed. I'm done serving. I've never had a family.
I can be your family.
You wouldn't be my family. You'd be my lady.
Like, Gendry is a character with a lot of potential. He looks like Robert, he's really good with a hammer, he made a helm that was a stag, so wouldn't he eventually make a warhammer, pick it up and start swinging it around when it's time to start fighting White Walkers? But as for Endgame, it really all depends on who survives and who ends up dying. If Gendry can make it to the end, if Arya can make it to the end, I think it's more likely that he would get like a Faramir, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King type ending. You see Éowyn of Rohan standing there, so I know everybody's like, ooh, wait a minute, are they going to do that with him and Arya? So you can make all the predictions you want about that, because George R. R. Martin said that the ending is very Lord of the Rings-esque, very bittersweet. So you can draw all the parallels you want, but this theory video is mostly just focused on the immediate Season 7 stuff that it seems like might be happening. But if there are any other Game of Thrones theory videos that you guys want me to do, just let me know in the comments. And congratulations to this week's giveaway winner, Botsu. You win a $20 Amazon gift card. There is a new round that starts now. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. So it's a big weekend. We have Walking Dead starting tomorrow. I'm going to be doing videos for all the episodes. And there's some really crazy Deadpool stuff that just happened that I'll be doing a video for. So that will probably post next. So changing the outro just a little bit, while you guys wait for that next video to post, you can click up top to learn all about the Dragon Pit, and you can click down here for the Walking Dead Season 7 Negan trailer. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.